Tonight, exclusive new details ahead of the final public meeting of the Congressional January 6th committee tomorrow. The committee now preparing to recommend criminal charges against former President Donald Trump, including inciting an insurrection.
I think that the evidence is there that Donald Trump committed criminal offenses.
What our reporters learned today and what Mr. Trump is saying. The state of emergency just declared, officials warning tens of thousands may try to cross the southern border this week as a law that the government used to turn migrants away during the pandemic is now set to be lifted.
It's a very dire situation in El Paso.
Will the Supreme Court intervene? Holiday weather warning, brutal lows set to freeze out much of the country, and a white Christmas for many, but a major storm system could disrupt travel ahead of the holidays. Annual tradition, our tribute to everyone this year who has triumphed, inspired, and helped make the world.
This is NBC Nightly News with Kate Snow.
Good evening. We begin tonight with an NBC News exclusive inside the planning ahead of the final presentation. The other big story we're following tonight, the crisis at the southern border. Officials there declaring a state of emergency as they brace for a possible surge of migrants as a controversial Trump-era policy is set to be lifted. Guad Venegas is in El Paso, Texas.
A state of emergency at the Texas border. The mayor of El Paso making the declaration late Saturday.
Our asylum seekers are not safe as we have hundreds and hundreds on the streets, and that's not the way we want to treat people.
He says more than 15,000 migrants have arrived in the last week, and now that number is expected to explode with a Trump-era policy known as Title 42 set to be lifted.
It's right next to the bus station where some of these buses are being used for them to get to their destination.
Others seeking shelter at El Paso International Airport. Now, one final attempt by a group of Republican-led states to prevent a possible sudden surge of migrants. They're calling on the Supreme Court to intervene as soon as tomorrow.
And Guad joins me now from El Paso. And Guad, the Mexican government, is it making things worse in a way for the U.S.?
Well, Kate, earlier this week, just a few days ago, Juarez officials confirmed they were working with the state to bus migrants to the border and allow them to cross into the U.S. and turn themselves in. That's how the surge began here just a few days ago. Kate?
So many people giving so much of themselves this year. Thank you to everyone who allowed us to tell their story. Thanks to producer Devin Raffles Nunez, who put that together. And special thanks tonight to Terry Towsey, who edited that piece and who is retiring after 42 years at NBC News. She brought her special touch to so many of the pieces that you see right here on Nightly News, as has producer John Boxley, also retiring after 33 years in our LA bureau. Our best wishes to both of them. That's NBC Nightly News for this Sunday. Lester Holt will be with you tomorrow. I'm Kate Snow. For all of us here, stay safe and have a great night.